Hello. It is the evening of September 25th, 2022. Hope you are well. So, we're going to continue our discussion, our one sided discussion on the subject of what it means to be successful. And we also did another one having to do with judgment. And we're going to see if we can merge those together now. So, I had a few thoughts that I wanted to share this evening. And some stuff came to me, and I thought, okay, yeah, this will work. So oftentimes we get in our own way. Let's put it that way. Because as we had mentioned in those other two recordings, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of chatter going on the outside. Everybody's got ideas and opinions and blah, 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 blah. And they're all too ready to tell you what their opinion is about your life and what you should or should not be doing. And so what we do is we're trying to listen to all that noise going on. Well, what's this person think? What is this person doing? And da 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 da. And it's just very dizzying, and we can really just make ourselves frustrated and tired when we're trying to figure out what we want, but then trying to figure out what everybody else says we should want or what they want for whatever, and trying to meet up to some expectation or it's just kind of ridiculous at some point when we're just running here and there and everywhere, and it's going to be really hard to figure out what we really, really want, what we think of as successful, and how to achieve that for ourselves when we're just ripping and running, trying to do what the guy over there is doing, the person over there is saying we should, and it's true. I mean, when we ask for opinions and advice, and we can do that. We can listen to people who have something to offer that can really benefit us. But like we said, oftentimes it's unsolicited, and just people just feel like they have the right to chime in. And then get mad when you try to tell them, yeah, I think I got this. Like, oh, fine. Yeah, it is fine. Thank you, but you see. And so we talked about that, but the other way that we can get in our own way is when we have all these ideals in place. We kind of touched on this in the last recording. Okay, so here's my checklist of all these things that have to be met. And I'm not going to budge on these things. And it's really good to have a plan or to have an idea of what we want to do. It's good to a point. But again, when it's just, we become just really kind of over the top with the controlling of every aspect of this has to, and it can't this, and it has to for every little thing. Well, life doesn't work that way very often. Life is just, we cannot control what the things that happen once we put something out there. And if you've ever had to wait for somebody to come to your house to repair something or do any kind of service like that, and then they'll tell you, okay, somebody will be there sometime next week between Tuesday and Friday. And so just, it's like, gee whiz. So that's how life is, though. And it can be annoying and irritating. It's like, well, I got shit to do too. But, we can't demand that all the people and all the resources and all of the everything is going to bow to our wants. It just and that's why sometimes when you see like parents with children, and it's just like yes, 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 yes to everything, and you can do no wrong, and it's like it's really good to be encouraging with our kids, and you know all that kind of stuff. But every once in a while, it's like you know you might be doing your kid a disservice when they start having to deal with other people, and sometimes things are not going to go smoothly and are not going to cater, because the reality is how many billions of people on this planet, and if we have this funny idea that our desires and our whatever comes first for everybody, well, we're going to have a rude awakening to realize that no, only for you. In your world, you're the center. But, you know, just so it's kind of a good reminder to us, like it's good to set goals. We should set goals, and we should work hard. And when certain things happen, and the other people around and the other blah blah blah, they're not kind of in the groove with the way we want things to go, that's life. And we have to be ready to say, okay, how much do I want to reach this goal? Because if my goal is contingent on everybody, putting my wants and my needs ahead of their own, if that's not going to happen, am I still going to try to reach the goal, or am I going to like peter out and like, how much did you want the goal? If I got everybody else always, at my beck and call to make my dreams come true, well, yeah, it's going to happen. So, when we're thinking about success, those are some good reminders. And I can speak from experience. So this isn't just some person, rattling on and on about something that she don't know about. I understand when you got your eye on the prize, and then just all this stuff is just getting in the way. It can be annoying, but that's life. And so, to remind ourselves throughout the process of whatever endeavor that we're, engaged in, just to remind ourselves, okay, it's not always going to be smooth sailing. And that's good for us to remind ourselves of. And again, like, are we in it to win it? Like, how much do I want this thing? Really want this thing? The other thing that we do is we succumb to fear. Well, what if I look silly? Or what if this? Or what if that? What if? How much do you want the thing? And at the end of the day, so what? Looking silly is not, it happens. That's part of life. Sometimes, there's an oops, whatever. We get over it. And this idea of maintaining a certain image, or always appearing a certain way, well, that's maintaining image, that can also get in the way of us reaching goals that we set for ourselves. Sometimes we can also take ourselves too seriously. And don't we want to enjoy this experience? Sometimes, sort of, kind of. Do we always want to feel like we're carrying a burden? If reaching our goal means it's kind of chipping away at me and I'm not really enjoying the process, well, sometimes it's good to stop and revisit what we're doing and why we're doing it. Because as we mentioned in the previous recording, sometimes there are ideas that other people have, and other people are saying, well, this is the thing to do, and this is the way to go, and blah, 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 blah. And then we say, oh, okay. But it wasn't really authentically our feeling. It's just something that we took on. And so we can just be a little bit too much in our own head, and life is just passing us by, and we're just day after day we're getting older and older, and progressing to what, every single day we're getting a little bit closer, and we don't want to. Well, maybe you do. If you're the kind of person like, yeah, I want to carry burdens. I want to feel the stress and the strain of it. I don't want to enjoy the process. Well, then by all means, do you, okay? And the speaker is not going to tell anybody how to live their life. That's not my business. But it seems like enjoying our existence might be a good way to go. And just kind of mention this because it affects things. Sometimes when we're just a little bit, we're too much in our own head, it can get in the way of other people that we might be dealing with who are part of the process with us. We can get to where we're center stage and we're not interacting in a way where it's, what do we say, kind of creating an environment of working together. So does that make sense? And not just with other people. When we get too much in our own head, we get in our way because once the life of the thing, I don't know, it's hard to put into words. It's like there's a certain vibe that comes with the joy of doing a thing. And once it becomes so serious and we're like holding it like a dog with a bone, it affects the whole process. So we might want to be kind to ourselves and do what we can to, just kind of let go of the reins a little bit, just kind of release the tension. We don't have to, perhaps we can say, the thing will still work if this, that, I've got this list of 50 things that has to, maybe not. Okay, maybe this thing here, because in a perfect, quote, perfect world, like we said, where everyone's at our beck and call, and whoop, like we got a genie and all we have to do is rub the magic lamp, and well, then yeah, then we can be guaranteed that everything is going to go according to plan. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's getting done and it's going to be easy sailing. But, part of the creative process is the oops, is the ooh, okay, well, that didn't work. Oh, okay. It's just kind of the learning is part of the thing too. See? So we kind of we didn't really talk too much about judgment in this one, but we were talking about, success and goals and things like that. And I've done it too. Right now I've got a couple of things that I'm kind of working on, and it's difficult for some of us to relax a bit. Just if you're working on your thing, if you're doing your thing and you're enjoying the process of it and you're open and the creative juices are flowing and you're enjoying it, sometimes it's not about a race and running ahead. And at the end, it's like, no, it's not just about reaching the goal, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe for some people it is. If it's just for reaching the goal for you, then do you. And there's obviously, we're all different and not everybody resonates with everything. So if there's anything here that's useful, by all means. If not, throw it away. All right? It's that's life. We're free to make the choices. So anyway, that's 16 minutes. So we're done. Hopefully this has been something that can be helpful to someone, or at least just something to think about. As always, we want to wish you much love. Bye.